Good morning everyone, welcome back to another video unboxing. This package arrived from BiggestCraft and I received a big package, so I will separate on few videos. Will be video part number 1, and I will have probably another maybe 3 or 4 videos, we'll see that. And I have in here something, some tools, some cross stitch canvases. And as you know, BiggestCraft have big store that they produce cross stitch designs or embroidery. I have lots of embroidery tools or cross stitching tools, and there's something in here different that I wanted since I was a kid, and I know many of you probably did this kind of craft. So let's start our video and review some product we have in here. So I will start with the tools. In here we have two kind of tools. Now this one, let's just put this aside. Okay, maybe I will have to zoom you a little bit more close to me. When I was a kid, this kind of craft was very popular back then, but it was basically not possible to find this tool unless people was making them by themselves from the actual needle. I don't know. So this is punch needle set we have in here. What we have in here, look, we have tool itself that you put your thread in it, and some different, looks like different sizes threader. I will need the scissors probably, or this is, oh okay, I didn't know that. Okay, great. I thought I have to cut. I already prepared scissors with me, but luckily this is just like a clip in. Okay, so in here, now how many of you did this kind of craft when you were young? Maybe here, look at this. Okay, so this is what, 2 in here have that work. Are they just stick together, or are I supposed to separate them? I don't know, but here 2, can you see it? 2 maybe on a black one. Okay, yeah, see, going after focus, it's hard to show you this one. So anyway, you can see that 2 kind of like a fabric, not fabric, the yarn threader. I think I need like a separate in here, right? They just stick together. What it says in here, what this is, it's called PN 200, but what that mean, I don't know. PN 101, PN, oh, like a punch needle 101, punch needle 102, and 103. Now this one I'm trying to figure out. Punch needle 200. So what it says in here, needle threader by 1. So this is 1, but why is it 2 like this? Is it supposed to be use them together for the reinforcement maybe? Because it looks to me like 2. So maybe I have to figure out yet how to work, because I never ever used this before in my life. So this will be such a fun thing to try. So let's put this back inside in here, because I don't want to lose it. And on the inside, this booklet in here, let's see, obviously show you absolutely everything, how it's work. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good, everything kinda, you can see everything how it's supposed to work. All in pictures, all in writing. Is it English? Yes, looks like it's all in English up there. So it's easy to kind of follow if you never did this before. What it says in here on this little brochure, it says needle punching is easy to start and impossible to stop. Probably is. I don't know. So let me know who of you work with this kind of tools before and if you still have them. Now we have in here 3 different needles and there's some extra tool in here. Okay, one. Let's get one more. Keep coming out. Okay, this one got open. Don't poke yourself. So this one is the thinnest one, I guess. This is the smallest needle. We have protective cup in here. Is it closed? Am I supposed to force it inside? I don't know. I don't want to break it. And then we have this one a little bit thicker. If I can show you all, maybe open like this so you can see the difference on the size. Can you see the difference in the size? And then we have the big one in here. You can see how much different. And of course I need to learn how to do this because I never done before, so this is going to be challenge for me. We have here I assume maybe oh, that's the needle. How deep you want to puncture into the fabric. So you just leave this or longer or shorter. Okay, now in here we have some extra punch needle tool and threader. So it's same thing. You can have this well, basically you can use this one or this one. Well, let's open. Same threader. So I guess this is like accidentally they put in here 2 together, so it's like a 1 extra, because in description it says it's a 1 threader, but I have 2 in here. And this one I just broke the opening. Okay, it's gonna be sticking to my hands. Okay, so in this one we have, let's see what we have in here. Again, the same very thin threader. Basically it's hard kind of to see. And here is the little tiny one, a little protective piece of plastic in here to cover. You have to pull harder. Opening in here for the thread to go in it. And it's actually, I think it would be comfortable to hold. The grips in here that make probably so your hand doesn't slip, but also you can put here grippy as we using for diamond painting. I think it might be fit, maybe not, I don't know, but I would say it's actually kind of comfortable. Okay, so that's the tools we have for a needle puncher. Punch needle set, that's what it is. And I am really interested to try it because since I was a kid I see people were making rugs, tapestry, kind of looking so good, and I was like, oh, I want to try it, but I don't know where to buy. And now on websites you can buy anything you want. You don't have to look around anymore, and I'm glad that they brought to store more than just, you know, your regular cross stitch. Something that they brought back from long ago, I would say. I almost cracked it, hopefully didn't break it. All right, now let's see what else I have in here. Another tool that I have in here, it's something that I very often get questions about. It is this part. Okay, I might need the scissors in here. So let's see what kind of kit in here, because it's supposed to be my favorite, one of my favorite, I would say. Oh, look at that packing. Wow, didn't expect to have a newspaper from China. Wow. Ha. I wish I knew how to read. Okay, that's very strange. Never got before this kind of packing. Very interesting. Well, I don't think I need to know news because I can see everything what is going on the internet. And trust me, I'm watching. There you go. In here we have a set of hoops. Okay, we're gonna toss the paper. It's gonna make my hands black, hopefully not. All right, so in here, one of my favorites, and I keep talking to you about this hoops. They kind of got a little bit squished. I can see that they kind of wiggle, so maybe from being on a package. Hopefully when I put fabric inside, they will be not wiggle, because for now it's kind of like a bouncy and not exactly round. So by the shipping maybe a little bit disturbed, but that's okay, it will be fine. What I like about these hoops and those white frames that I recently reviewed for you, I cannot tell you enough how good this is instead of a wooden one. Why this one better? Because first of all, they have this opening in here. You see this groove in here? So when the fabric, your Ada or whatever you're stitching on, will go inside, and this red piece have a sticking out piece of plastic that will push your fabric into this opening, and your fabric not gonna get loose and away when you stitching. Because when I kind of in some point I put all my of these hoops into the cross stitching progress in my whips, and I did not have any bigger one to put in my new project that I want to start, and I was using for a little bit the wooden one, and I have to constantly kind of pull fabric because it's keep losing tension. Doesn't matter how much I would tight in here, doesn't have nothing to hold in here, and it's keep losing. This one you can push your fabric right into those holes up there and go nowhere. So this is one of my favorites, this kind of plastic. There is some other plastic, a little bit different, could be different closure in here, could be absolutely smooth part and doesn't have this valley and you know, the opening up there. So you have to be careful. But also like this one, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes, and you can buy one kit right away. And if you have a bigger canvas, smaller canvas, you have a different sizes. Maybe you're working on a little tiny design, you can use the smallest one. And this one, I believe you can buy the whole set at once. Many stores, and I don't really recall right now if they have in separate, but sometimes very often in a store, when you want to order, you have to kind of put in a shopping cart one by one, because they sell different sizes by one piece. In here you can purchase the whole thing at once, and I believe they have a good price on it. So this one, really good frames, hoops for your cross stitch or embroidery. This is the one of my favorites, and those square white, sometimes they square or rectangle, but they are good. And I like this kit because I can choose different size for which one I need. Now I can see that this one is nice and flat. This one got a little bit wiggle because it's a bigger one. So sometimes I think if I can hold the over steam and water, it maybe plastic will get to softer end, or maybe just have to put for like something to press on it, something heavy on the top, and it will be straight after that. But these tools are amazing, so if you have a chance to order, please do so, because this is one of my favorites. All right, now I will show you, I have in here for today 2 canvases, and I will show you this one first, because this canvas, I did this picture. I have diamond painting like this, and I completed. Now, how many of you did this exactly picture in diamond painting? I think many. And this one is 11 count Ada, which would be awesome to create. This could be as a tapestry, or could be as a nice big pillow. What is the size in here? 60 by 49 centimeters, because it is 11 count, so it's a good size pillow. Could be a throw on your cushion or on a chair. It's a sunflower 8, and if you know me, as a Ukrainian, sunflower represent my country, because we grow lots of sunflowers in Ukraine. So when I saw this image, I just like, that's it, I have to have it, because it is absolutely gorgeous. I love those swirls, those wiggles in the background in here, and I'm pretty sure that diamond painted that they did it's exactly the same image, but that was like maybe 2-3 years ago, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see how many colors. Oh, such a beautiful palette of threads should be. Cannot wait to see. On 6 pages. And we have full stitch in 20 colors. That's it, just a full stitch. And very often I have a questions, how to, can you point it out to me on some designs that it has only full stitch and that's it, no other stitches? Well, I can't really point it out every time, because I have many videos, reviews. I show you everyone. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I show you every stitches that involved with particular canvas, so you just have to watch my unboxing and find design that you want, because I have many designs that just cross stitch and that's it, and easy to stitch with no background. And I just losing my words because I'm seeing these colors and I'm just like, oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, I wasn't like this happy for a long time. This made me happy. So this one, this is the colors in here. It's extras, so only colors that we have, 20 colors. It's obviously they are all right in here. Look at those bright colors. It's going to be such a happy canvas to work on. And I do have already one of the sunflowers canvas that I started a long time ago, but I will be back to that soon. And this one also, colors is just amazing. We have in here 2 needles. Let me just see what kind of needles in here. Oh, this one needle's kind of like a little bit pokey, not as dual ends. It is, you still kind of sharp in here. And now for the size of the canvas, let's see if this is size for the pillow would be too big or not. Okay, this way, hold on, let's turn it this way. Oh, such an easy canvas to work on. A little bit kind of more mix of colors in here on the centers because of the, you know, in here, in this part, circle in here. But if you look all the way in here, look at the big patches of colors, nothing in here. Easy to stitch. Canvas is stiff, but I would say medium stiffness. Sometimes I can feel the canvas more stiff. This one is not too bad, and print is very clear. You can see absolutely everything. And my apology, my 2 dogs decided to walk away right when I'm recording. Sorry, I just don't really want to stop video. Okay, my apology for them. 217 by 172 size of this design in stitches. So I would say this is the nice size to have a good size, kind of like a pillow to snuggle with it. You can of course have this in a picture on a wall, but I like when you can create from cross stitch actual kind of like a 3D design or something. So there, love it. All stitches already in here as well, so you don't need the booklet at all. Visibility, I think it's wonderful in here. Every symbol. Okay, now you see this arrow thing, two of them blue, this one blue, 19, and then you have one more. Like, why not to change color, right? The 12. So when you flip and you canvas sideways, whatever, make sure to remember, because they are like exactly same colors. The only one is horizontal, one is vertical. And then we have another like this, but it's brown. But I don't understand why they did not change this arrow to something different. I don't know, maybe like triangle of some kind of sort. But that's okay. You just have to be careful not to mix them. And they are blue, horizontal kind of in here, and verticals on the inside of the sunflowers. All right, my friends, I think this one design is absolutely beautiful. Now I didn't even look what kind of designs of what kind of count stitching I have, because I have many other cross stitch designs to show you later, but I just decided to pick by the picture, and happened to be both of them I picked for today's review 11 count Ada. So for those who actually like to work on 11 count, because maybe 14 count is too small for you, I have one more. But by looking on this package right now, that's the canvas. There is no brand, no brand. I was hoping this design will be printed like, you know, this beautiful red Asian style design that has a nice good chart, very colorful. Unfortunately it's not, so hopefully it's a good canvas on the inside. And have to know if it's good or not. Well, let's see how many colors of threads in here. This is lots of thread. Look at the pack. Love those green ones. Okay, so yes, those designs usually aside, they always put kits, and here is two exactly same kits. So that's lots of tools in here. Let's check one more time what we have in here. We have this little spool, or how would you call it, to wind the thread. Maybe you need for some leftovers. We have threader, one of my favorite. I'm using this one all the time. Usually I use this one, big one, for 11 count and small one for 14 count. Also I have the threader that like a metal piece, like round one, but this one is really good. I like this one. Now this piece in here, I try many times, did not work for me, because the way I use to push my needle, they always kind of go in here, so it doesn't cover really. And to hold this piece on a finger, you can obviously, it's have opening in here, so you can squish more or stretch, depends on the size of your fingers. But did not work for me, because if I hold my needle like this, that's kind of like this is on my way, and to push needle, I'm pushing with this part. So if I put in here, then I cannot really hold needle together. I cannot figure out how to make this work for me. And in here we have 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 needles in here. Needles, yes, it looks like those needles for 14 or no. You know what, you can stitch this one even for 14 count. It doesn't look like really thick, so I don't know. It could work for both, I'm not sure. Usually they also have a needle inside of your canvas, so when you open this kind of canvas, you need to be careful to investigate first, because sometimes they have extra needles pinned into the canvas. So this 2 kits is absolutely the same. Now I will open and check. Okay, so here you go. We have a, oh, this one. Oh, you know what? This one printed much bigger, because remember how I always complain that with this no brand cross stitch, they always put such a tiny that you cannot read. If something go wrong, you cannot see. This one on a paper in here much bigger now to compare to my finger. Usually when we've received, it's like almost like a half square, so tiny. This one printed good. Okay, I like this one. Now, how many colors in here? Okay, whoa, this one, look at this. This is humongous. Okay, I'm not gonna even open. And what I like here already, it has 48 colors, my friends. Okay, that's great. So maybe this design is better than used to be. Maybe somebody else printed them. Wow, this is a huge pattern. And of course, let me show you, open a little bit better. See, I like the other design that has like a Asian red paper, because they have like a very colorful picture of the design, and this design printed very poorly. You see how like it's barely you can see colors, but this is 2 gorgeous peacocks sitting on the branches of some kind of tree. You can see the waterfalls up there and some rocks. Gorgeous tail and the flowers in the bottom, the water in here. So picture is gorgeous, it's just not bright enough. So I wish they printed a little bit better. That's another my request for them to, maybe this is kind of paper, the print doesn't go well because it kind of feels like a silky little bit. Okay, now the main thing, let's see the canvas first. I have to say that the edge is really tiny. Usually it's bigger. Let's compare to this one. You see, that's what different. If you would say, look at that, the difference on the edge, even in here, or from another side would be in here. You see that? So that's the difference. Look at this. Here it will be so much easier to put inside of the frame, and this one they need to do a little bit better to make a little bit more room, maybe another inch. And the colors in here, oh my god. OMG, look at that. Is it confetti to you? Looks very busy, but if we look close, it kind of you still can connect colors together to work with one thread through those colors. It's just from far, there's like lots of red colors in, like lots of symbols in the same color, I would say, in one place, because we have in here, and that's probably why it's so destructive. We have in here, look at the full red or pinks. I mean, it looks like a kind of pinks, but or maybe like a raspberry color. We have a full, we have a triangle, we have circles, lines, this check mark, so, or V, whatever that is. So it would be so much better if the symbols was a little bit in a different colors, but they are different symbols but in the same color palette. So that's what make a little bit busy, but it's actually not. Wow. Okay, I like this canvas. Well, definitely different canvas that I've received before with those no brands, because I can see visually, because colors in here different. Because before it would be here, this patch, like one color and usually like black or whatever. Now I can see that there's lots of color, not lots of colors, but two colors, but they are mixed. You see how it's nice, this blue and pink, so it's not going to be like a one patch of the color. So I have to say that probably this image will look beautiful. Now the canvas stiffness, yeah, it's also stiff. You know what's interesting, when you see commercials, usually on a Facebook, have the Chinese factory or like a promoting all this kind of canvases, their canvases are so soft and easy to work, but what we receive, and they are always stiff. I wish they would maybe not to do the stiffness into the canvas, would be easier to stitch. And stiff canvas usually more often can damage your threads because it's so harsh, go through those holes. So maybe we have to ask them not to create stiff on a canvas, or you like to work with hard canvas. Well, plus, you know what, it would be help probably as a feedback. Comment please below in the comment section, you prefer soft canvas or when it's stiff, because stiff canvas is usually hard to put into the hoops. You have to kind of fight a little bit with it, but this is kind of like a medium stiffness. It could be worse. Now in here, what I'm talking about, and I hope I will actually ask the owner of the store to watch this video, because in here it's so close cut fabric into this design of the printed symbols that literally stitches went over the numbers, that if in here probably hard to recognize what kind of numbers that is. You see that? So they definitely have to add one more or even a half of the stitch, half of the inch. Well, I would say 2 inches would be good to have, or 5 centimeters. What's in here would be, I don't know. Well, 5 centimeters, or like another half of this border would be so much better. So the overload, the stitching that they have, which we do have a stitched canvas all the way around canvas, but they wouldn't be go over the numbers, so we can see DMC code, which we do have a numbers in here. And let me check if they coordinate, and because sometimes, you know, the symbols in here could be different as symbols in here. So let's check how this work. Oh, you know what, in here symbols the same. So if you don't see symbols clearly or DMC code in here, I can assure you that you will not have problems, because in here we have exactly matching symbols. Let me just check. Yeah, all the same symbols, so it is matching, because Joyson, they usually create different symbols, so in here it's the same. Okay, so that's kind of solved the problem about not visibility of DMC code in here. But I would really recommend to put a little bit more extra fabric in here on the edges, because when we put in a frame it will slip down, because basically there's nothing to grab in here. It's very, very thin in here. So that's the only minus, I would say, in this situation. But this one canvas did not disappoint me, and hopefully it will look good. And yes, I love to work with big canvases. It's a lots of work in here, but I would say that this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Nice design. Okay, the tail kind of, we have a cut tail in here. Okay, let's get back open. Well, actually I can show you like in here maybe. There. And of course check it out website. On the website you will see beautiful picture. So yes, I was hoping for different design of the booklet, but this one will do too, unless they start, you know, at least they started print. This one is bigger square, so even if you want to do count it, you still can count in here good, because the print much bigger than used to be, unless they still do bigger one, or maybe they, you know, got my advice, because I always was complaining how tiny print that was before. All right, my friends, what do you think about today's video? Do you like any of these designs? And oh, wait a minute, it's not finished yet. Just a minute, we almost forgot the most important thing. Wow, how could I? Almost forgot to show you threads. Okay, let me just unstick in here sticker. Oh, I managed to break. I need the number. Okay, maybe I have another packaging. Okay, this is huge amount of threads. Look at that. Okay, so obviously this is all extras that we will have add later to this palette that we need, but look at it, just from this so satisfying. Look at that. Oh, look how gorgeous. Look how pretty. And then lots of greens. Wow, that's lots of extras. Yes, canvas is big and very nice palette of color. Love this colors. And you can see all of them in here. Oh, there's more. Oh, they just put into the palette one color. Just a minute, what is going on in here? Okay, they just did like this without opening. You see that? Different kind of palette in here, full needle. And I did not see, okay, maybe I missed it, or they did not have here extra needles. Let me just check one more time. Maybe I missed it somewhere. Let me check from the other side, whereas no designs will be shining through. Okay, no, doesn't have it. Okay, so that was a 5 needles inside of the, which, you know, 5 and 5, you get 10 needles with one canvas. And palette kind of, this one different. Look at this one, they just like put just a whole thing like this, but look at those colors. What a beautiful colors. And then this one palette a little bit different. Look at this, like nice kind of like a diamond shaped design in here. Cross stitch, what it says in here, full needle cross stitch, same thing as here, full embroidery cross stitch. Enjoy art life. So this is something different, like a print in here, did not see before. And look at those gorgeous colors. Oh, the purple with blue, so pretty. Wow, big canvas. And I don't think did I say the size of it? Did I don't think I did. Let's see, where is the size supposed to be? Where is the size? Do we have a size of the design itself? Maybe I see in here in stitches 217 by 412, but I don't see actual in inches or centimeters. No, I don't think they have a size in here. Okay, so when you will go into the, or maybe in here, no, you know what, doesn't have a size, unless it's a 6. No, it's not the size. Okay, you will be checking a website for the size of this canvas. Okay, and let's just check. I think I already showed you, but look at those beautiful pinks. Lovely. Oh, this one, like, colors are so pretty. This is this purple. Wow. All right, so I'm actually happy about this one. I was a little bit at first I was a little bit disappointed when I saw that this is no brand. When I saw this picture, I was hoping for the fancy booklet, because usually Asian designs come into the beautiful red booklet, so it's kind of like a nice presentation, and then they have a sticker of the same design that you can keep in your file. This one more simple, but good amount of colors, and that's make me happy. So this canvas should definitely look beautiful when it's done. Well, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope you find something that you can order, because usually their store have a good prices for it. Check it out. And please check if any discount code up there under my video with them, because at this point I cannot remember. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time.